TA. It's also a good matchup against Lina. So Mineski, okay. Oh, salve and then just go for the wave. Is that the plan here? They are running a full tri-lane to try and shut down this axe, so Ohio kind of out on his own down bottom, but doing just fine so far, actually. And building up some retaliate stacks. KP's trying to cut, but two supports are keeping tabs on him. Needs to be careful. Does have the TP out. I think he just wants this full wave, and then maybe he'll go for the TP. More spins, please. Oh, I totally missed first blood at bottom. Oh no. Pylite die. How? Of course I should have been looking at Pylite die, but now KP's dead. He just suicided the tower. Okay. Oh. Lane getting gone on by Febby. Wants this kill. Dove all the way through. Now, oh, and JT uses the time walk. I think Ohio could have stuck a little bit more damage on him there. Oh, Net gonna go for the courier snipe again. 2 times in the same series. He's doing quite well. And now Febby is mid. Doesn't really feel like he has a place to play. Going for some kind of a gank here. Lane is looking for something though. They get the slow onto Moon, but Lina was not in a position to run forward for the stun. A little bit of a miscommunication, so... Alright, just ends up being some harassment, and straight back to top lane he goes. Actually, a bit of a fake out perhaps. Net coming in now. Sunstrike, is it going to connect? No. Lina able to run forward and dodge it. Febby doing his best to save with a dive and some fire spirits, but... you do sometimes see Invoker players against Lina going for this point in Wex at level 7, so that they can go for... hold that thought. Looks like Moon's kind of dead here. Yeah, we're going to blade to the face. Does get a little bit of damage out, but he's gone. They are coming in looking for some kind of counter initiation. JT does manage to get the Chronosphere over onto the Lina, but do they actually have the damage for this? That nerfed dive not really slowing him down too much. Highlight still chasing. He still wants it, but doesn't want to run up that hill blindly. Oh man, that was such a big rotation for Mineski, and they got it. Then I think he's just going to die to a support rotation. So easier for him to just get more points in Exort and just rely on Sunstrike. KP getting going on here. 4-man gank for him. Sunstrike attempted on the Ling, but not going to land. He just flapped his way over the trees. KP pretty tanky, but will be brought down eventually, and that will be Ohio grabbing the kill. And Pylite Eye also dying down bottom.
Under attack.
And I think he's just going to be going for Ags at this point. He does have that point at Wex now to look for this snap tornado meteor kill. That's what he's looking for on Net right this second. Net trying to juke and jive around. Sunstrike attempted. Now he doesn't have the tornado. And looks like Net might actually just be okay. Snap finally comes out. They do manage to get the battle hunger onto him. It looks like he's dead. Tornado coming through. Centaur Stampede trying to keep him alive, but KP calls him up, dunks him down. Nice easy kill and a little bit more progress towards his blink. Here to start putting pressure on the Void, who is still looking towards this Battle Fury build. I feel like this is just going to come out so slowly, and Ohio's already got his blink, making some plays. High going to be brought down, just gets right-clicked to death. It's fine. Mineski, this is just a botched job of a gank. They rotate their Invoker, they use the Chronosphere, and they just don't get it. And they lose Pi in the mid lane. Stomp. Febby still has a dive to escape, so he's going to be okay. Just diving a little bit further away, still trying to soak some experience down here. Trying to figure out if they have any play here, but they really don't. And away he goes. And Moon just wants to get the hell out of there. Oh, that was pretty close. High just getting caught in the trees and dead once again. Oh, Chronosphere at mid. Alright, they do manage to kill off the Winter Wyvern. Tornado against Tornado, but Moon's still going to get caught out by the stun. The Terrorize fears him up. He does manage to get into the Ghost Walk, but Ohio's got the dust. Ohio playing so nice. Not really working out. JT is still just farming his way towards his Battle Fury, but 15 minutes in and doesn't really have a whole lot to show for it in terms of progress. Gonna get the call up. Nice Yules. Mass Serpent Ward's blocking off the ramp a little bit, but Raven just turns around and starts chunking down Pi. Team fight from Lotac is very strong, especially with this Winter's Curse's set up at the moment. Pi wanting to defend, though. Comes forward, puts a little bit of damage onto Ohio. He won't be able to blink out just yet, but he has it soon. Now they get the jump-in call. Ohio going to get cold embrace, still saved. KP not dead. Raven pops out. They're going to drop the supernova in the middle of the fight, but Raven's right there looking for it. They finish it off. They use up the void. They get the stun out onto him. Can they burst JT? Yes, they can. And now the follow-up from Ling. Perfect positioning from this Winter Wyvern. Locks down 2 more with the curse. Axe is doing the best that he can, but it's just not enough. Moon now stomped down by Ohio. It's a 4-for-1 so far. KP will manage to find the secondary support. Play for this Battle Fury on Void. If you're going to build Battle Fury on Void, then I don't think you should be taking these fights. Oh, they jump in, they find Pi. Pi is still wanting to kind of defend. KP just going to go blinking away. Doesn't want anything to do with this bottom side of the map. Centaur is going for a pipe. Quite helpful against a lot of the Mineski damage. Pilot Eye still trying to just build Tranquils. Phoenix is going for a blink, is going to get stunned up. Can they finish this kill? Yes, they can. They had the shatter. Still a little bit weird.
Dire's middle tower
Alright, KP should be able to get this net kill pretty easily. Yep, drags him out of the Shadow Realm. And Moon will get that in the end. You can see that Net is suspicious of something. Shadow Realms. Ohio. Okay, he's going to get jump called. They do get a Winter's Curse counter initiation. Raven going to come running in, looking over towards Febby, but can't damage it just yet. He may have wasted this rage, in fact. Now he's in some trouble. JT going to drop the Chronosphere down on top of him. They secure the egg. Raven in trouble. Going to try an Armor Toggle for dear life, but he just gets bash locked into oblivion. Mineski, this is the kind of fight that they needed. They all up next. So very much just focusing on the late game kind of 6-slot build. Oh, they get the jump in call onto Net. Look to focus him down, and that will be nice and easy for them. KP in a little bit of trouble, but they've got the turnaround. Ohio in the middle of these mass Serpent Wards, just getting burned down. JT goes jumping forward, looking to grab the backline. Won't even need to. Lotac just going to abandon those 2 heroes, and now it's actually Mineski who heads straight into the pit. They're bringing this down pretty quickly. There is the Winter's Curse. They need to be somewhat careful of that. Lina does not have the BKB just yet. Image KP running interference. They've got vision up on the high ground. They can see a little bit more here. As KP actually goes TPing down to... Wait, why did KP TP here? What's going on here? He has to run back to the fight now. All right, Febby, he gets the egg off. It's in a good position. This is a tough place for Lotac to fight. They have to try and disengage, but it sets up for the 2-man Chronosphere from JT. KP now finally arrives back on the scene. Lifestealer doesn't have the rage available anymore, so he's just going to get Sunstruck down. JT finds a double kill. This is the kind of chrono that we were looking for. They buy back on the Lina, so that's going to mean no BKB for a long time. This game, great dodge from KP, gets the BKB out just in time, ahead of the stump. JT still has his Aegis available, so he's able to commit to this fight heavily, just right-clicking down Ohio. Now jumps over a little bit further. KP's got the mega kill streak. He's going to be looking for even more. Double for him. Heals coming from Febby over the high ground. And Mineski seeming like this is really their game at this point. KP finding a triple. Over on the other side of the fight, they do end up losing Moon to Lina re-engaging, but I think he might just be dead here. Yeah, JT looking for another kill. Another time walking a couple of seconds now. Hold the phone. Looks like this one might belong to KP. Oh, he didn't have enough mana for the dunk.
His middle tower has fallen.
I mean, look at this. Raven just farming Ancients while high ground is about to get pushed. What's going on here? Alright, put some damage on the Void. Sure, get jump in call onto Ohio. JT just wants to focus onto the buildings instead. Have they timed this properly? No, he gets the time walk off, dodging everything. Ohio just getting burned down by the Sunray. KP with another call. Deafening Blast finishes that kill. JT... Aegis is being reclaimed. Okay. Fair enough. He's working on the tier 3. Get the jump in call onto Net. Can they focus him down? Just a regular old Sunstrike. Still no Cataclysm just yet. Buyback from Ohio. JT looking for their opportunity. They got to be careful. There's going to be a blink call potentially, or maybe even a chrono. Are they just going to leave KP behind? Bebby wants in. He's gonna drop the supernova. Now JT's finally coming over. They've already lost net. Ohio stampeding away. Everybody scattering from Lotac. Moon getting focused on the other side of this fight. He needs to get back to his team, but he's still just running further and further away, looking for his blink dagger opportunity to get another call from KP. Playing nicely. The Cataclysm now coming through. Finishes off the Lina. JT does get Winter's Cursed, but he's going to be okay. Still jumping and looking for more. Void still has the Chrono. They buy back on the Winter Wyvern, but it's a 3-man defense against 5. KP can go for another blink call if he wants. There's no Sunstrike follow-up, but yeah, looks like they're just going to focus on the lane of Rax instead. Ohio, nice stomp, but not really going to save the lane of Rax. JT, yellow. What is he doing here? Highlight Die just dies to Raven. Okay, nobody able to help him out. Pi buys back. Raven is now waiting inside of the catapult once again. Alright, JT, we're looking for this ultimate. There you go. Nice and easy. Chronosphere jumps out of it to go and hit the Winter Wyvern. Waiting for that supernova stun. Now comes back for Raven. Focusing onto him. He's pretty tanky with all of his armor, but I don't think it's going to be enough. JT jumps past. Now comes back. And that will be it. Ohio GGing out and disconnecting very quickly. He has to be a bit unhappy with the course that this game took. He played really well. He got the first blood on Pilot Die, had a super fast ring of health. His game was run around, setting up kills, bouncing from lane to lane. And that's where Mineski might fall a little bit flat, is that they've got this Wisp, so don't really have as... Well, there's still experience on the line, but they're not getting anything for those denies. Ice Shard's a complete miss from net. Don't know if they really would have been able to go for Pi, but that would have at least been some good harassment if they'd managed that. Ohio with his Retaliate, putting in some damage onto JT, paralyzing cast, bouncing around. Stomp comes in. They're looking to chop down Bebby. He tried to save his gyrocopter, but he won't be able to save himself. Down he goes. JT stands his ground, tries to fight a little bit up against Yamate, who keeps on laying in with the auto attacks. Feeling nice and safe with his stick charges down bottom. They've gone in. They're looking for this kill on Pi, and they are going to get it. Raven secures it with that point in the adaptive strike. Net not dead just yet. KP doing his best with those skeletons, but alright. Or that he's very, very difficult to do anything about. So he can just kind of sit here on the creep wave and keep on blinking away. Highlight that running a long way up here. I don't know if he was canceling a salve on Raven or what the situation is, but looking like he might just be dead. And he is, in fact. Alright, it's another kill. How is this Gyro Wisp going? Both almost level 5. X marks the spot, getting thrown out. Oh, he hits him with that torrent. Nicely done. But haste rune on Moon, so he's going to be just fine. KP actually gets brought down at bottom. Alright, Yamate rotating over. That's the little bit of... KP now has Doom. Looks like he's just going for... I don't even know what he's going for on this Doom just yet. Oh, snowball in. Paladin going to be looking for the turnaround. They get the Doom over onto Raven. He's pretty tanky though, but now Moon follows it up. They get the Searing Chains out onto both of them. Raven can't turn back into his Morphling form, so he's now dead, and this is also trouble for Net, getting focused down, though the Kunkka is here looking for the turnaround. Can they actually get this kill on KP? The Dragon Bat only barely connecting on the boat. And Kunkka, despite being pretty tanky, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this one. Yamate, alright, paralyzing cast, gets nicely Delta split by Bebby. Highlight Die still very far forward on the front line, trying to bait them a little bit, but now the cleave, it kills the Wisp. Highlight, what have you done? Baiting them in here. Gonna end up losing both supports, and it might even be a little bit more. KP does have a double bracer, so he's pretty tanky, but now they've got the Kunkka in here as well with the snowball, and he finds a double. Oh, they... Looking for a little bit of a wraparound here. Ember really wants to get super active, but there's already an armlet, and the boat is ready to go on this Kunkka. He connects with the Torrent. Hasn't thrown out the boat just yet. They're also going to drop the Finger of Death on him, but the Stampede gets him out of harm's way. He's actually going to be just fine. Could come back in and start just armlet toggling for survivability. They've snowballed in really deep onto Pi. They find the turnaround. Nice two-man stun. Raven going to look for the waveform over into the trees. Does get a little bit further away. The X marks the spot. Drags back the Doom into the boat, but out of range of Yamate's death, moving at a rate of knots. Raven, those back-to-back deaths have kind of hurt his farm quite a bit. I think he needs to go and chill out a little bit. JT getting isolated here. Well, I guess chilling out is not... Are we going to see like mass bracers into Radiance this game or something? Is there even any point in buying a Radiance this game? Okay, Doom onto... Go at bottom.
Radiant's middle tower.
Man, that sucks. Ohio comes all the way bot and then just immediately dies. Doesn't even have his blink. Tonka hasn't thrown out the boat just yet. Taking some more damage. Another X marks the spot for Tron. Can he turn this? I think he might actually be able to. Now the boat buff comes out. That's trouble. The first tower even going to end up being denied. Moon also managing to take out the one over at top. Lotac trying to fire back a little bit as they come down bottom, but they're actually in big trouble. KP, can he get the initiation into Raven? He's not morphing any strength just yet, and that might be a little bit of a mistake, but Ohio finds the 3-man stomp turnaround. High follows it up though with a 2-man stun. They do manage to bring down one. Ohio next to fall. Mineski just have the numbers for this fight, and that's going to be JT securing a triple. Who was baiting who? It turns out that it was Mineski with the advantage. They didn't even have Kunkka at this fight. He's looking for this Wisp kill. Looks like he should be able to get it. One more hit. Alright, killing spree for Tron. But now they know that the Kunkka's not bottom. They're going to come looking for net. He's blocked himself in. Snowball's going to buy him a little bit more time, but he's just getting dragged back into the waiting arms of the Mineski lineup. And JT now picking up a mega kill streak. Kunkka wants to fight this, but a bit low on mana, and he's already used the boat. Ohio jumping in, he gets the stun onto the gyrocopter, but he's fast. He's getting out of here. Raven trying to morph over into the Doom. They do get the X marks the spot as he comes in range. Looking like KP should be taking a fall here. Yeah, more than enough lockdown. Even going to morph into the Doom just to make 100% sure of it. Problem. Yamate, double damage. Moon finds a free kill. And the move speed, of course, is also nice. Highlight Eye breaks the smoke. Just gonna go for the TP out. Do they find him? Okay, no. Yes, they do. He doesn't manage to escape, but breaks the 5-man smoke. He's pretty much the lowest value target here. They are gonna try and give this kill over to Raven. Nicely done. Ohio waiting up here, hoping to find some kind of a setup. Jumps in, does manage to get the stomp off onto JT. They got more heroes coming through. X marks the spot. They're going to force out the BKB. JT just going to go for the TP out. Febby, what's he able to do? Now he doesn't even have the move speed from the gyrocopter. Looks like he's going to pay for this one with his life. Lotac, nicely done. Setting up a couple of kills across the map, though unfortunately only on the supports, and looking like Net might be about to take a spill to KP. I mean, I guess you can doom him.
Dire's middle tower
He's dead.
is under attack.
Good show.
Yeah, I suppose that they do have some time to wait before this Gyrocopter. Oh, Gyrocopter BKB is only 35 seconds away from being off cool. Your 2s just yet. Yamate, what are you doing down here?
Radiant's top tower
Run for it.
is under attack.
Quelling Blade jukes. Not enough. KP finds him, and KP gonna put an end to it quickly. Oh! Death Ward. Yamate's still running. He's healing. He's still running. Is he okay, actually? KP speeding up. Shadowblade coming off cooldown soon. Ooh, paralyzing Kaz. It bounces back to the Doom of all the targets. Alright, it takes Moon's rotation to come.
Dire are scanning.
Nope. Alright, they find the Tusk, but over on the other side, they've got the jump in onto the Gyrocopter. He's actually just fine so far. He's shredding Ohio, doing plenty of damage. Raven is going to be able to morph into the Gyrocopter. Hasn't used the flat cannon just yet. Kunkka is going to be the important hero of this fight. They need to try and burst down this Wisp. Can they do it? The boat finishes him off. That's the first casualty for this fight, though. Looks like Yamate is going to be joining Febby in the grave before too long. 1-for-1 supports just yet. Ohio TPing out. Kunkka also going to be going for the TP. He's okay. Net not quite so lucky. Sees the Gyrocopter in a second, but he gets hexed immediately. Can they actually get a catch onto JT? The Wisp is coming in. They get the Doom onto the Kunkka before he gets the boat out. So this time around, he's actually somewhat squishy. They focus him down. They're looking for more. They get the chains onto Yamate. Lotac just need to tuck their tail and run. Going to be doing about defending mid. Kunkka is coming forward, threatens with the X marks the spot and the boat, but this Gyrocopter has ages, and Kunkka is just whipping combos here. Now he's getting hexed up. He's actually in big trouble. Ohio's going to do his best with a two-man stomp to open up some space. BKB's getting popped across the board, but Ohio's locked down. He's going to pay for this one with his life. Yamate doing his best to keep the Kunkka alive, but KP's right there with them, and he's got the Doom off cooldown soon. That is Kunkka dying inside of the base. Buyback from Ohio. They've got the snowball coming in. They lock down the Doom, doing nice damage with the Death Ward. KP still manages to get the Doom out onto the Morphling. However, Raven just forced to run away from this fight. They're using even more buybacks. If they can get this Raven kill, that would be a big problem. Lotac just getting dove into their fountain. Even more buybacks as Raven now buys back into the game. Pie's at least gonna die, but can they catch any further kills? Oh, and they only get Pie. So we're now up to a 17k net worth lead. Heading towards 20k experience. Oh, relocated on top of the Tusk. Get a quick pick off on him. Moon looking for more. Spots Raven. Does get rooted. A little bit of damage being traded, but no real way to kill the Ember Spirit here. Both of them just going to end really slowing down the item progression from Lotac, but it just feels like they can't do anything. I have not been very convinced by this Chuan Kunkka. Just feel like he's whiffing combos, this Daedalus on Kunkka, and it just doesn't feel like it's getting farmed at all. And JT's already threatening their high ground. He's got Aegis for another minute and 20 seconds, so not a whole lot that they can really do about it. I think he's thinking about coming in here. Stomp misses wildly. Alright, X marks the spot coming out. Do have to morph into the gyrocopter, but KP still just fine. Nice little blink away on the timing there. And JT, despite being X, I don't think he really cares. He's happy to be here and just finish off this ranged barracks. They get the stomp coming in onto him. KP thinking about the initiation. Another X marks the spot coming through. Febby now here with the heals. Nice two-man brute. Net won't be able to snowball in and find any kind of initiation. They're just rallying around JT, letting him do his thing on the gyrocopter. Instead, they're going to look over towards KP. Leave damage, not all that scary. Another X marks the spot coming off cooldown soon. KP, quite tanky, still has the BKB as well, so can't actually focus him down really. They're trying to force BKBs and trying to force some kind of a response from Mineski, but they don't have that long. These waves are getting pushed in. They're looking for something, but I think KP's Doom is going to be able to break this smoke. He does do so, blinks himself away. Moon's going in though, pops the BKB, just looking for net. They get the Finger of Death over onto the Witch Doctor. Yamate's down. Moon's going to be able to look for more. He lands the two-man chains, and now they're going to relocate into the middle of this. Centaur getting doomed up. Nice group stomp from KP. BKB's getting popped across the board. Febby keeping himself alive. Two-man stun from Pie, locking down Raven straight into the Hex, and Ohio's had enough. GG called. He's already disconnected. And Lotac are going to end up losing this first game. They started the laning stage so well. Those first sort of 5 minutes looked fantastic, but the Kunkka just